maybe a little fruit gone.
Now, Biscuit shredded wheat is great no matter how you eat it because it's nutritious whole wheat with no added sugar or salt.
What do the guys from California do?
They float 'em.
Traditions of the past.
This is the home of our ancestors.
Temptations of the present.
Now don't touch it, do you understand?
The whims of one man.
Help me bring him down.
The evil of many. And only one chance to survive.
Take it.
Are you ready for the equalizer? Tonight.
Phil, what are you smiling at?
Annie McGuire.
Mary Tyler Moore?
Yeah, she's on next. And in this show, her husband's ex-sister-in-law comes to visit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty funny. I mean, what would you do if my ex-sister-in-law just dropped in?
I didn't know you had an ex-sister-in-law.
Well, I don't. It's just hypothetical.
Oh. Are there any other hypotheticals you'd like to tell me about?
Get set for out-of-this-world adventure as Snoopy and the Peanuts gang soar to new heights. Travel back to the future in the NASA space station. Part 4 of This Is America, Charlie Brown, Friday.
This is CBS.
Are they good? Yes, they are. I wish I could have one, but you can. They're not for alligators.
New alphabet fries from McCain. They're F-U-N to E-A-T.
It's a supercalifragilistic
Disney World vacation. There's always something going on.
It's quite a celebration. We spin the show and sail into the blue. Bet there's nothing left to do.
There's Epcot, too.
Under the line. Under the line. It's a supercalifragilistic. Come on to the world's greatest resort. Disney World vacation.
A new area SWAT team, the story tonight.
Super sheer isotoner pantyhose tone your legs to keep you going non-stop.
Makes my legs go on forever. Isotoner.
There are headaches.
And the car payment is overdue.
And headaches. There's aspirin and aspirin. Anacin. Clinical tests show that Anacin relieves headaches better than regular aspirin.
Feeling better, hun?
Not just better, better. Anacin. Better relief.
Who should use Plaques? The incredible pre-brushing rinse that removes 300% more plaque than brushing alone? Anyone who has teeth. Plaques removes 300% more plaque than brushing alone.
How do you like this music?
Oh, it's great. Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
What do you know about swing?
I grew up with it. Oh, my mother played Glenn Miller all the time.
Am I? No kidding. I figured up for midnight in Moscow. Why didn't you invite her?
I did, Red. She said she didn't think she'd feel comfortable going to a right-wing fundraiser.
What right-wing fundraiser? You tell her every single penny we collect in Glen Miller Night goes to the Bayonne Orphan Society.
None of it is diverted to the Contras?
Of course not. George M. Cohan Night is for the Contras. Oh, I love that tune. Annie, you want to give an old guy a thrill?
Sure.
Pennsylvania 65000. Pennsylvania 65000.
What are you guys talking about? See you later. Come on, move it. Let's get on the double now. Let's move it.
Can I have the dance?
Oh, Sailor, you can have more than the dance.
Oh, yeah? What's that going to cost me?
The usual. Nylons, chocolate bar. How about a lift home?
I still got some work to do on the sound system, but what do you say we meet in about 20 minutes?
I promised myself I would jog today. I really need some. You're on. Do we have time for this?
Well, we don't have to be back here for 2 hours. You get rid of the kids. We'll take a shower and get to know each other.
Consider them gone. Louis? Debbie? Lenny? Anybody home? Yay!
Hi, Nikki. This is Terry. Guess you never thought you'd be hearing from me again. But I had to see you. I'm in Bayonne, and I'll call back. Bye.
Ta-da. Annie!
No.
The kids gone?
Yeah, they're
Good,
gone.
good. Let's not waste any
Nick,
time.
there's a message for you on the machine.
Can wait.
No, I think you really want to hear this.
The only sound I want to hear is water on skin. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Hi, Nikki. This is Terry. Guess you never thought you'd be hearing from me again. But I had to see you. I'm in Bayonne, and I'll call back. Bye.
I guess you're wondering
Well, the
who
question
Terry
has
is?
crossed my mind.
She's Ruthie's sister.
Her sister?
She's been estranged from the family for years.
Oh.
Let's get some coffee.
Sure.
Ruthie and Terry were very close. She was always coming over here asking for advice. I mean, her relationships with men were insane. And after Ruthie died, I became a surrogate mother to the kids and a surrogate sister to Terry.
What do you mean?
Well, when she broke up with Johnny, the pretty boy, she came over here to cry on my shoulder. When Big Tony choked her at the racetrack, I was the one who suggested that maybe they weren't compatible.
He choked?
Well, see, she always went for the dangerous types. Well, 2 years went by, and I was still missing Ruthie something terrible. Then, one night, Terry comes over. She had just been dumped by Sammy, never call me a loser, Friedman, and I tried to comfort her. I put my arms around her, one thing led to another, and the next thing I knew,
You were Nick, keep it in the family, McGuire.
I spent the next year in confession. Terry left town without a word.
Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, I'm very sorry, Annie, but this is something that I am not really very proud of.
You're too hard on yourself. It isn't so terrible. You were two hurting people. It's completely understandable.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Annie.
You didn't do it in Ruthie's bed.
Of course not. What kind of a man do you think I am?
So you went to a sleazy motel?
A minute ago, you were being sympathetic, and now you're using words like sleazy?
Yes, I am completely sympathetic. I'm just curious as to how it happened. So, Where'd you go?
Oh, honey, you don't want to know the details. It'll just get you all upset.
It won't upset me, Nick. I'm just... Where did you do it?
The Brooklyn Bridge.
What?
The Brooklyn Bridge.
You slept with your dead wife's sister on top of the Brooklyn Bridge?
It wasn't the top, honey. It was the engineer's shack. I had a key. I was doing a job there.
You sure were.
Annie, it was a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Excuse me just one second. Isn't the Brooklyn Bridge about a half an hour away from here?
Yes, it is.
Well, I don't want to be a Monday morning quarterback, but it does seem to me you had more than enough time to talk yourselves out of it.
We were trying to talk each other out of it, even while we're...
Please don't paint me any pictures.
Hi, guys.
What are you doing here?
Look, I live here, remember?
Fine. What do you want?
I came to get my football, you mind?
Good. Get the football and get out of here.
What's the matter with him?
Really? Nice.
You told me you were not going to get upset.
I am not upset. I just didn't need to hear the details.
You're the one wanted the details.
That was before I knew what they were.
Fine, fine. It's good. See, I knew that I never should have told you. Look at you now. Now you're jealous.
I am not jealous. How could I possibly be jealous, Nick? I didn't even know you then. I'm just glad I don't have a sister. You know. The Brooklyn Bridge. How could he do that to me? Doesn't he know my office window overlooks the Brooklyn Bridge? Couldn't he have had the decency to take her to the Williamsburg Bridge? Whoa, Annie, get a hold of yourself. He didn't cheat on you. He didn't even cheat on Ruthie. And what's the bottom line here? Nick is a kind, honorable man, and he had the courage to tell the truth.
You moron. Why'd you have to be so honest with her? I had to. I had to. I love Annie. You knucklehead. You make one mistake your whole life, it comes back to haunt you. Gee, I hope that crazy Terry isn't planning to stick around. If Annie hears the rest of the story, I'm a dead man.
Aunt Terry!
Lenny! Oh, look at you, you doll. You got so big and handsome.
Hey, how's Iceland?
Iceland?
Dad said you got a job in Iceland.
Yeah. Is he home?
Hey, he's upstairs right now. He's taking a shower. You know, he's gonna be real glad to see you.
I hope so.
Listen, Aunt Terry, my friends are waiting for me. You gonna be around for a while?
I'm not sure, but Lenny, before you go, do me a favor. Run upstairs, tell your dad I'm here.
Oh, I'm already late.
All right, go. I'll slip a note under the door.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
You really owe him an apology. Poor guy, he's suffering, and you pour salt on the wounds. You call him right now and tell him how much you love him.
Yeah, all right, back.
Hello. Hello, is this 555-4312? Yeah. Who do you want to speak to?
Nick, who am I speaking to?
Terry. Who's this?
This is his wife, Annie.
Nick's married?
Yes, he certainly is. Now, may I speak to him, please?
He can't come to the phone right now.
Why not?
He's in the shower. Can I give him a message?
No, I'll give it to him myself. Now, calm down. Take it easy. There's nothing to worry about, I'm sure. It's all very innocent. No reason to hurry.
Dear Nick, guess who's downstairs waiting for you? I'm sorry I left so abruptly. Friends? Isn't that just like Annie? Always the first to want to kiss and make up. Da, 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 da.
In the beginning, there was man and there was woman.
Want some apple juice?
Equal in all ways but one. Boys get wet up front. Girls get wet in the middle. Two different problems, yet all diapers were created alike. Until now. Introducing new Love's Deluxe for girls and new Love's Deluxe for boys. Both with Love's exclusive leak guard system that can absorb wetness again and again without leaking. Now placed where baby wets most. Up front for boys, in the middle for girls. Made like no other diaper ever created to help stop leaking.
They're pink. They're blue.
They're new. Love's Deluxe for girls, Love's Deluxe for boys. Boys and girls won't change, so we did.
It's the Battle of the Rosies.
This Rosie's got the big towel.
This Rosie's got the quicker one. Bounty.
And they're off.
Bounty's the quicker picker-upper. See?
I better change my towel, Rosie.
But not your name, Rosie.
When it's the middle of the night and your child is up coughing and congested, remember this. There's one nighttime medicine pediatricians would recommend, an overwhelming 8 to 1.
Mommy!
Nightlight. It's new from Triaminic. Nightlight, a single bedtime dose, eases congestion. An alcohol-free Nightlight gives a child up to 8 full hours nighttime cough relief. Up to 8 full hours. Nightlight, a good night from Triaminic.
Traditions of the past.
This is the home of our ancestors.
Temptations of the present.
Now don't touch it, do you understand?
The whims of one man.
Help me bring him down.
The evil of many. And only one chance to survive.
Take it.
Are you ready for the equalizer? Tonight.
I am so impressed. I'm bowled over. I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything, Annie, but it's amazing how well you're taking this.
Well, it's a perfectly innocent mistake. You were bending over, and Flash McGuire here couldn't recognize his own wife.
Honey, what can I say? I was overcome with desire for you.
Oh, you two make such a wonderful couple. I only hope my fiancé and I will be as happy.
Your fiancé, huh?
Yeah, I'm engaged, Nick.
Oh, isn't that
to a warm, loving guy from Buffalo. And he makes an honest living, too, not like those creeps I used to date. Annie, I don't know if Nick told you or not, but I used to be involved in some pretty stormy relationships.
Well,
It's all right if he did.
he mentioned it.
So I guess he also told you about our little,
Peccadillo.
It was just one of those things, Annie. I hope you understand.
As far as I'm concerned, what happened between you and Nick is, water under the bridge.
Well, nice choice of words.
I thought so. I'm glad you liked him, too.
I only wish that my Frankie were this understanding.
He didn't take it well?
Oh, I've never had the guts to tell him.
So, Terry, how long are you to be in town?
Just overnight.
Oh.
Nick, I had to come back. I had to make peace with my past. I went straight to the cemetery, and I asked for Ruthie's forgiveness. I feel she forgives me.
I'm sure she does.
Oh, it is so great to be with family again. Listen, I know this is short notice, but can I take you two guys to dinner tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. We already have plans for this evening.
It's Glenn Miller night at Red's. Yeah. Would you like to join us?
He still does Glenn Miller night. Oh, I'd love to come.
Consider yourself invited. Right, Nick?
You're right. Right.
This is great. It'll give us a chance to talk and really get to know each other.
I'd like that. What did he see in her? She's cute, but that voice. Well, that's probably what happens after you get choked by a guy like Big Tony. Look at him. So solid and dependable. Who'd think he'd be the type to nail some broad on the Brooklyn Bridge? He never took me to the Brooklyn Bridge. What am I saying? I've got the real thing. I've got the devotion, the trust, and the tenderness. All the things that count. Sure, they're dull, but they count. Now, why don't I just shut up and appreciate what I have? I've got myself one of the good guys.
You spineless wimp. Tell her now before Terry opens her big mouth. Right. I'll tell her. I can't do it. I gotta get to Terry before she gets to Annie. Look at her. She loves me. She trusts me. You lowlife. You don't deserve her. She's a saint. Wait a minute. Saints forgive. I will tell her. I will. I'll tell her everything. Annie.
Yes, sweetheart.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
You coward. Yes, but I'm still alive.
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing, dear. Nothing. Nothing at all.
These guys get better every year, don't they? Come on, give 'em a big hand for Rhodey Vanilla.
So here's a little something from us for you, and you, and especially you.
Okay, hit it, guy. A 1, 2.
So glad you can make it.
Good cause, good music. How could I stay away?
Nice enough. Help pitching in to help orphans in another state.
Children in pain know no boundaries, Mr. McGuire.
You said it.
Our U.S. foreign policy is going to make orphans of the entire third world.
Mrs. Block, this is a party. Hey, Chubblehead, what do you think you're doing?
Talking to the father.
You're not a guest, you're a waiter. Move those wieners on the double.
Right.
So nice to see you, Father.
I don't want to meddle, Mr. McGuire.
Then don't.
It is against union rules to use verbal abuse.
Union?
Union.
Mrs. Block, one day the good Lord is going to tap me on the shoulder and lead me to the pearly gates. St. Peter's going to be sitting there and saying, Red, you led a good life, but you can't come in unless you sign with the union. And I'm looking him right in the eyes and saying, over my dead body. Hey, here's the kids.
Are you having a good time? Oh, lovely. Mr. McGuire has just been sharing his fantastic view of labor relations in the hereafter. Would you excuse me, please? I'm going to mingle.
Say, you two look great.
Thanks.
Is Terry here yet?
Terry? Ruthie's sister? She came back from Iceland?
Yeah, well, I invited her tonight. That's okay, isn't it?
You have to ask. I love Terry. I always had a crush on her.
Runs in the family.
Hey, Nick, when Terry gets here, I want to be first on a dance card.
Okay, okay.
You McGuire men certainly seem to spark to Terry.
I did not spark to her.
Oh, Nick, are you being a little defensive?
I am not being defensive.
Nick, I'm just calling to tell you that I understand. And I'm sorry for exploding before.
Oh, come on, you don't have to apologize.
But I'm not used to men being so open. I mean, my ex-husband would never have been that honest, and I consider honesty one of it's the most important fact in a marriage.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's the most important
Come on,
thing.
sweetie, it's the basis on which all else is built.
No, there are other things just as important. I mean, there's compassion, there's sensitivity, there's discretion. Discretion is a biggie. Very.
I thought you fixed the microphone.
I fixed it, Dad.
Fix it again.
All right. I'll be right back.
Terry, are you okay? Oh, I'm fine. I hope my fiancé rots in hell, but I'm fine. What happened? I must have been crazy. I thought maybe I could have a really honest relationship, like you guys. So I called him. I told him everything. He went berserk. He started screaming at me.
It probably takes a little getting used to the idea of you and Nick on the Brooklyn Bridge. I skipped over that part.
Really? Skipped over to what? Well, you know. I told him about the trip to Vegas.
Ah, Vegas. Yes, a wild trip to Vegas. And that bothered him, did it?
Not as much as the weekend in Nantucket.
Nantucket. What else?
Annie, I thought Thumper told you all this.
No, Thumper seems to have left out a few of the details. Exactly how long were you and Thumper seeing each other?
Oh, gee, Annie. Don't ask me anymore, please. I don't want to get in the middle of this.
I'm sure there's an explanation for this. Maybe he's sick. Maybe he's a schizophrenic. No, he's going to have to do better than that. Maybe I'm not his only wife. Maybe there are hundreds of us. For all I know, he's thumped his way across America. So, Thumper, huh? You said it was a one-night stand.
Now, I don't know what you've heard, but just calm down and I'll explain.
Lied to me.
I did not lie to you. I just didn't tell you the whole story.
Well, now's your chance, Nick. If that's your real name. How long did this little one-night stand last?
A month. Well, less than a month.
Did you take her anyplace other than Las Vegas?
No, it was the bridge and Las Vegas.
What about Nantucket?
Yeah, Nantucket.
That's it?
That's it. Everything.
There's nothing else I should know.
Nothing. Well, one thing. While we were in Las Vegas, we got married. We had it annulled the next day. The whole marriage lasted 17 hours.
Why didn't you just tell me all this from the start?
I should have, but I was so ashamed. Terry and I both felt so guilty. I guess we figured getting married would make it all right. We were like two sailors who wake up in the morning with tattoos and wonder, how did this happen? I'm sorry I didn't tell you, sweetheart. You still love me?
Yes, I still love you. Now, is that everything?
Scout's honor. And if it makes you feel any better, the whole time that Terry and I were married, we never slept with each other.
It does. It makes me feel better. I can't believe I can still get jealous. It's kind of nice. I like that. Look there. Oh, this is the most fun I've ever had on a bridge.
Me too. You cold?
A little.
Here, I'll put my jacket over us.
It's so beautiful. Just the two of us. The whole city is asleep.
Hey, Vinny! I left my car keys in the engineer's shack. I'll be right with you.
Oh, my God!
Fruit of the Loom fits America.
We fit America like we never did before. Fitting the way you live today. Giving you much more. We fit America. So Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom T-shirts fit America with pre-shrunk cotton fabric, full-cut comfort, lasting quality and value.
We fit America. We're Fruit of the Loom.
Look under specially marked chunky lids, and you could win this year's chunky sweepstakes, $500,000 worth of prize.